Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Great League Fossil Cup, and let's try out this team here. We're going to be using the Shadow Poliwrath paired with the Registeel and the Jellicent in the bag. Okay lead here. We are doing super effective batsman so all day, but they switch into their Tentacruel. We had a couple choices here to go with, but we decided to just use our we use our Registeel here to try to get it out of the way. We could have used Jellicent as well, but let's see how this plays out. We throw the Zap Cannon, and it does a huge amount of damage getting into the low red. Our opponent here does elect to go for another Scold, getting us into the low red as well. We're going to fire off this Focus Blast right here. It does grab a shield from our opponent, and then we have a decision here to make. Are we going to shield or are we going to let it go? We decide to shield right here. Ends up being the Acid Spray. But we are going to see if we can get off another move. So we are able to get to this Focus Blast right here. Our opponent does elect to fire off a move when we switch into our Poliwrath. So we have to shield here. And then they have the... Oh, ends up being the Toxapex in the back. That is not great for us. Double poison in the bag. They were able to get the poison type onto the Poliwrath right there. Yeah, in hindsight, we didn't need to shield... we didn't need to switch out of that situation. We thought that we could potentially surprise them a little bit, and maybe the Poliwrath would be good for the backline, but hindsight is 2020. This Jellicent here is going to be able to take out this Toxapex, but do we have enough energy to take out that Beardthorn one is the question. Let's see what happens. So we're going to fire off this Surf right here. The Surf does get this Toxapex really low, and then we are going to throw this Shadow Ball as soon as we have it. This is not going to KO, but it does get it into the red. Our own chest to catch a move, and unfortunately, unable to catch the move right there. They're going to fire off a Power Whip, and it's going to be able to take us out. So GG's to our opponent, unable to win that game in the back. Double poison with the Tentacruel and Toxapex. Haven't seen that very often, but it was a good opportunity for them. All right, another Ferrothorn lead here against our Poliwrath. We're staying in for now. We're going to show this first one here because we want to be able to get a ton of energy, or potentially, okay, they actually let us get the whole farm down, so that's amazing. We're going to switch on to the Reggie. When they reveal Jellicent, they switch right back out afterwards into their Reggie, but the Reggie here is a couple fast moves behind, so this is always going to be a great situation for us. We can survive the Focus Blast as well. We're going to be able to get to this Focus Blast before them. They have to make the decision. Are they going to let this go, or are they going to use a shield? They decide to let it go and try to farm down with their Jellicent, but we're so close to a Zap Cannon. We actually invest a shield right here just to fire off this Zap Cannon because this has a chance to get the debuff and it's going to get the shield. They have to use shields. So they do use the shield and we get the debuff. So that's the best of both worlds right there. Go straight into our Poliwrath, but they are able to fire off a move. The debuff right there actually came in clutch because that Shadow Ball was thrown, and now we can debuff them again and then go into our own Jellicent. So a double debuff Jellicent versus a healthy Jellicent. Who's going to be able to win this game? They do have a shield. They go for the Shadow Ball. You can see right there, it doesn't KO because of the double debuff. And we build up a ton of energy, throw the Surf Bait, and now we should be able to win this game because we are right back at a Shadow Ball right here. This should take it out. There it goes. GG's. Unbelievable that the Zap Cannon that we threw right before we got KO with that Reggie ended up getting the debuff, and we got the shield. So that was really good decision right there. Here we go. We got the Poliwrath versus the Magnezone. They switch out immediately into their Ferrothorn. We're going to use this Registeel for this Ferrothorn, as it definitely doesn't want to be on our Jellicent. So we're going to try our best here to either grab some shields or get a lot of damage. Our opponent here is shielding the first one, interesting enough. So we're going to match them just to maintain the shield situation. We're going to be able to get to another Focus Blast here right when we have 100 energy, and we know that they're going to come back in with their Magnezone. So we're going to farm up and get to another Focus Blast. This is going to get the shield, or it's going to get the KO. They are farming a ton, okay? So they're going to fire off a move right here. We're going to let it go. They know we're going to come back in with the Poliwrath, but do they have enough energy for another? Yes, they do. So we're going to shield, and then let's see what's in the back here. They switch out into the Mantine. We have the Jellicent for it, and that is GG's, unfortunately, for them. So we were able to maintain alignment. We were able to continue the pressure. And likely the Jellicent in the bag was going to be able to beat that man team pretty convincingly, I think. All right, terrible lead here. We're going to switch out into the Reggie. Let's see what they have in the back here. The Poliwrath is going to throw a Weather Ball here and switch out into their Lantern. Okay, so they don't necessarily have a counter to this Reggie. That's good information. We're going to fire off our Zap Cannon right here. The Zap Cannon does get shielded, surprisingly. So this is kind of interesting. They go for the Thunderbolt immediately, so we do shield the correct move. We're going to go for another Zap Cannon here. At this point, okay, double shield, wow, and we get the debuff, so fantastic. We're going to switch out of that situation because we think the Reggie is going to help us win the game. They really did not want to see that Reggie, so we're going to go into our Poliwrath here. It does get a little bit of energy advantage. This allows us to get to this Icy Wind first, and now they have to throw a move. Weather Ball will not KO, but it will chip away. There's the Weather Ball, it doesn't quite KO. Trying to get to this Icy Wind. Ooh, nice farm down by them, and now we have a choice to go into our Reggie or our Jellicent. We decided to go into our Jellicent right here. We're going to let this move go through. Ends up only being the Weather Ball, so we do allow the correct move to go through. We get the farm down, so that's fantastic. And now we are in an okay situation because this energy on this Jellicent is going to be able to potentially take out this Ferrothorn because of the shield we have. We have an option here to try to catch a move. Our opponent does not throw the move. They actually go into their Lantern. Lantern fires off a Thunderbolt, but it is not enough to take our Reggie. Surviving with the sliver of health, we fire off the Focus Blast. This allows us to overfarm a little bit. We go for the Surf after some fast moves. That takes out the Lantern easy, and now we're 2 fast moves away from getting to the Shadow Ball. Easy shield right here. They shouldn't be at another move because they just threw a move. And now you can see right here, we are able to fire off this Shadow Ball pretty fast, and then that takes out the Ferrothorn. So GG's to our opponent. Ferrothorn going down to the Jellicent with some extra energy. That is the key to the game right there. So nice play by us. After a terrible lead, the Poliwrath luckily had minimal effect on our team. All right, we got the Shadow Poliwrath versus the Azumarill. Wow, a Azumarill. Very interesting. We switch on to the Reggie here. We get kind of hard countered with a Quagsire. Okay, so this is going to be tough. Unfortunately, no real way to kind of flip this matchup right here. This is just a straight Focus Blast, and then they're going to have a ton of energy. And they are running the Mud Bomb, so this is unfortunately not going to help us in this situation here. Let's see if we can get a huge farm down, I guess. We can only come in with the Poliwrath right here. We know that these are Mud Bombs, so we're going to have to tank at least 1. Can we farm down from this ring? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and no, unfortunately unable to. However, I think we should still survive another Mud Bomb. Yeah, so we survive another Mud Bomb. We switch on to the Jellicent versus their Azumarill, but then they counter swap into the Lantern, and this is just no chance. We had no wiggle room whatsoever. Interesting triple water team right here. Not exactly sure what they do with the Ferrothorn, but I guess they don't care about the Ferrothorn. So this is going to be a loss most likely. We do get a shield right there. That's helpful, but these sparks are still adding up. They do get a bait of their own. That Surf right there, if we had called it, maybe we would have had a better chance. We throw our own bait and they don't use the shield because they realize that Azumarill is still there, and that is their key to win. And even though these are resisted fast moves, it looks like they are going to be able to farm us down and then come out with at least a move into the Jellicent. So there it goes. There goes the move. Let's see what they're running. Probably Poliwrath. Yeah, there it is. So GG Start Opponent, unable to win that game. But check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.